I would always ask Mima what her favorite song was to sing live, and without a doubt or hesitation, every time she'd say, "You ain't woman enough." So she told me I had to start off my portion of the show with that one. And then she said, you gotta move right into my first #1 song, which was called Don't Come Home a Drinking with Lovin' on Your Mind. So they all sort of start out the same, and then they're kind of all about, biting somebody or her husband. And so I forget, like, am I going to Fifth City? Am I beating up a lady? Is he coming home drunk? Am I rated X? Are the wings upon your horns? I just don't know where we're going right now, Meemaw. Oh my gosh, speaking of all those songs, Meemaw had 8 band songs, which made her the most band artist of any genre of all time. Is that not amazing? At her celebration of life, which it always sounds like I'm coming down when I bring this up, but really it was a celebration of her life, and she had a lot to do with it. And a couple years before she passed, she made all these videos. And one of the videos, as like her goodbye to everyone, was like, and just please don't forget I'm also one of the most banned artists of all time. Like, that was so important. And I can't figure out how precious Loretta Lynn was banned for songs like, a woman who's divorced just going out to have a good time, or don't come home with drinking, which is kind to go ahead and tell the man what your expectations are. And then you take Conway Twitty, who says, touch the hand of the man that made you a woman. And that ain't banned. But oh dear Uncle Sam is.
That's educational. That's educational music for a man.
Trey, don't come home with drinking with don't come home drunk trying to get up in the bed. That's educational.
Yeah, but
it's the same thing.
Yeah.
So even one's better than the other, actually.
Right. You're probably right. But
wait, Conway's one.
You have to think of the time at which she put these songs out, right? You falling asleep?
Oh, that's boring.
I'm trying to explain why.
Oh, mansplain it to me, Twitty.
Yada yada yada, yada yada yada. She was the first feminist songwriter, yada yada yada.
Speaking of feminism,
Speaking of feminism.
that's the key word you get me to get to the... Okay, I want to tell you something. I know that you're going to be shocked to hear this, but I have ADHD. And it takes Trey walking back out here to keep me in a straight line. And if I interrupt him, I can't remember what we're talking about. So just like right now.
You're on your own. I want to see how you get out of this.
Well, you were speaking on feminism, and she always said that she didn't mean to be a part of this like feminist movement. In fact, she said, you know, I'm not out there burning my bra. I need the dadgum thing. So, can I say one more thing before we keep going? Just so I can get it out of my brain and we can have a good night. Okay, so we don't tour with this thing behind us, and so every time a new picture pops up, it's crazy to me, and I love it. And I love that on Don't Come Home with Drinking. Was that a bullet hole in a window and somebody was peeking their eyeball through? Were they watching them? I mean, that's all I can think about. Did you pick it out? Talk to me on the microphone. What was that? Come on, what was it? What'd you look up to make it do that? Dang, it was good. I liked it. There it is. What are they doing? They have done broke into the woman's window.
How come she can't be looking from the outside?
She's outside looking inside.
You said they broke into the woman's window.
They're outside the house.
She's outside.
She's outside the house, and here comes this drunk man in, and the wife is saying, don't come home with drinking with loving on your mind, and she's getting the tutorial of what not to do. And that's what's happening. I'm serious. Fifth City.